Hey Pisces, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. um, this is a song that popped in my head while I was shuffling because you guys, the first card that you guys had popped out was the Lover. And it was that, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. But I feel like, so you have the Lover, you have Alithia, you have the empty room, you have the thread in the mountain. And I feel like there's like this sense of just like pulling away and really, like I want to say like facing the reality of it all. Just like so painful for Pisces. But it's just like this idea of like, I feel like there's a question of like, what is love? Like I almost feel like it's just this like, what is my tie to love? Like how, like where am I in all of that? Like where is my value in that? What is love? Like what does it even mean to be in love? I feel like you guys are just in this like state of questioning, because you really want to have, like, you're like, I want the truth. You know what I mean? I feel like this is like a desire for truth, and feeling like that you're connected to something of like, I feel like there's like the value in me can connect with the value in other people, but somewhere there is a disconnect. And I feel like you're trying to figure out like, where does that disconnect, where is the disconnect, where is it coming from, like how did it get there, and like how do you overcome the disconnect? The Seven of Swords, the Four of Wands, the King of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. I mean, I feel like in terms of this like sense of isolation, I kind of feel like maybe you guys have like an epiphany moment, or like if it's not your moment of epiphany, like maybe somebody comes to you with some information that, like, I want to say just like picks you up out of this slump of like, who am I in connection with everybody else, and kind of like a call to action to, like, I want to say like start taking care of things, like can you start, like doing little things to take care of yourself. Start, because if you can't take care of yourself, if you can't love yourself, there's no way that you're going to be able to offer that to another person, right? And I think a lot of times, especially in today's society, people kind of like, they confuse the concept of love with like neediness, and like, well, if I need this person and they need me, then we're like, then we won't lose each other because we need each other, but like in this weird emotional, like dreamy sense of like, and it's like, but like the reality of that, like that's not a valuable love. Like having somebody need me and rely on me does not make me feel loved. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like somebody is just gonna take from me and I'm not ever gonna get anything in return, and just like an expression. And I don't know, I mean, some people have, people have varying styles of like love languages, and so some people are very heavy on like words of affirmation. And so if you are somebody who speaks words of affirmation, maybe you think that's enough, but you're dealing with somebody who's like, no, like that's not my language, like I don't speak it. And I feel like maybe like just having this call to like the disconnect being a lack of self-love. The disconnect being that your idea of love wasn't love, it was necessity. which entails dependency, you know. I mean, it's just kind of like there's just a lot of like, I want to say just like romanticized ideas around it that like in reality don't actually, you know, like great in your imagination, but not in reality. The Three of Cups again. So I wonder if maybe you're like going to like a party, or, you know, like an event, a wedding, you know, like there's not some kind of like just like a get together, you know, like that you're going to, and it's almost like when you go and you kind of are around this community, I almost feel like there's this sense of, I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is, you know, the idea of like she can hold her own, you know, like she stands in her power. And I feel like there's almost like the celebration of you really understanding what it is to stand in your power, to you know, like emanate love, to be love. You know, like love isn't just something that you're like, oh, I'm in love with this person. It's like, no, like I am love. I stand in love, you know what I mean? And like that's a whole different energy and a completely different vibe, but like one that is like more sincere to like the individual's value than the idea that like I only have value if people are reliant on me. This very much has the spirit of an enabler. Okay. Three of Cups again. Yeah. And then the Eight of Cups, which is like, you know, moving away from like a lack mentality. Like there's so much more out there to celebrate. I feel like you guys are really like, you're going to a party, you're going to, I don't know, family reunion, I don't know what, but like when you are like going to this place or doing this thing, I feel like there's something that happens there that really, like, maybe you have a conversation with someone, or maybe you meet someone, but it's one of those things where I think it clicks and it aligns and it inspires a realistic change, instead of just this dreamy idea of, you know, like how enabling and romanticizing will somehow result in good things. Sorry, Pisces. I don't mean to be mean. Okay, it's a really good read though. The Medallion. Yeah, because I feel like it's not that you haven't wanted love. It's not that your intentions have been bad. It's not that you haven't, you know, like been trying. I feel like it's just like, if you are trying to, you know, like what, win a baking contest, and you are running the marathon every day and never practice baking, like that's what it feels like. And it's like, I have this, I want love, and I want relationship, and I want this, but like your approach to it was like, you were over here, and it's like the prize is over here. You know what I mean? And I feel like when you figure that out, when you have this interaction, or when you have this epiphany, or, you know, like it inspires you in a way that moves you like toward, I think, your actual goal, which I love. All right, Pisces, I hope this resonates for y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all again soon.